I'm going to tell y'all one of my testimonies that God has done for me. He had me leave my job and my home back in 2020, and I lived with my mom for almost 2 years. I was depressed, busted, disgusted, broke, everything you can imagine, okay? Sleeping in my car, sleeping in her guest room, sleeping outside in the tent, everything, okay? My kids were always there with my mother, with my parents, but it got so hard for me because when you're walking by faith, you literally don't know what's going on. It's the unseen for real. It's unknown territory. Everything is new. And I thought I had a plan in place, but God has other plans. And I had to learn that. I had to really humble myself and really relinquish control of everything. I had to surrender. Because everything I tried to do, it was not working. It wasn't going to work. And God showed me that. He sure did. Yeah, don't want to do that again. Like, be obedient. Obedience is truly better than sacrifice. They go hand in hand, but obedience, you better obey God. If He tell you to do something, you better do it, because it's going to make things so much worse. I am a living testimony of that, okay? And I still, even knowing this, sometimes just in my flesh, I'm gonna do it anyway. But that's beside the point. I'm here. God has brought me so far from where I've come from. But I ended up leaving my mom's and moving to Dallas, even though God told me not to. And I did anyway. And I went through the worst spiritual warfare of my life to date doing that. That's a story for another day. Still living hotel to hotel, even sleeping in my car a couple times. But eventually I just started to dive more into God, into the Word, and seek His presence. And I held on to my faith because I knew what He promised me. I knew what He showed me. I knew I was supposed to be in Texas. He showed me Houston, and I was like, I ain't moving to Houston. I was like, You know, I rejected it. I'm like, no, you're kidding. No, I'm not moving to Houston. I moved to Houston. And I said, if I ever lived in Houston, I'm going to live in the Woodlands or Katy. I lived in the Woodlands. God blessed me with an apartment supernaturally, okay? When I tell y'all I put in that application, literally the next day, they're like, you're approved, come pick up your keys. They didn't check my credit. They didn't check my income. They didn't do nothing, okay? It was supernatural. It was mind-blowing. I literally went and picked up my keys the next day. Didn't know what the apartment looked like. God picked this place out for me. He gets all the glory. He picked this place out for me. And it was nice. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet. Like, in the Woodlands. It was beautiful. The best place I've probably ever lived in my entire life. Do you hear me? And then, now, 2 years later, God has removed everything from me again. He told me to pack up, pack light, everything new. And that's why I'm here today in this situation. If you've been following me, you know I'm just living that nomadic lifestyle right now. And it's hard. I have good days, I have bad days, but I'm holding on to my vision. I'm trusting and believing in God. I'm holding on to my faith. Faith truly moves mountains. And I know if He's done it for me before, He's going to do it for me again. He's going to do it for me again. So that's just a little snippet, y'all, because I got stories for days. I can go into detail, but I'm going to take it a step at a time, because this is even new territory for me as well. Like, I'm the shyest person you would ever meet. Like, I do not like talking at all. At all. If you truly know me, I'm quiet. But God has me doing this for a reason, and I'm going to obey. And I'm just enjoying the journey, even on the bad days, because I know where He's taking me is going to be great. There's greatness on the other side of this. And I just want to encourage somebody that if God told you to do something, do it. Because despite what the circumstances look like, He's going to bring you through it. If you continue to put Him first and trust in Him despite your understanding. Because trust me, it's not going to make sense. He's going to tell you to do the most craziest things that the normal human mind is going to be like, what? Why would you do that? That's not logical. It's stupid. That's why a lot of people also fall out, you know. Taking this narrow path ain't easy, but God is always there. He will never leave you nor forsake you. I'm telling y'all, there's blessings on the other side of your struggle, of your circumstances, of everything that God is taking you through. You just cannot give up. You have to hold strong. God is always with you. But that's just a little snippet, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all more and more. But I just hope that encouraged somebody. We all in this together. We are all one body of Christ. And it's up to us to exude with love and show love and put that first and help others with our testimony, because somebody else is going through it or even worse. So I'm going to end there, y'all, because I can keep going, but God bless.